Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. It's been a while. I don't know why am I so excited? Yes. I love Sundays. But it's been a while. I've had one of these chit chat series. So I'm pretty excited, chatting with you guys about this. How do you like my outfit of the day? I think I'll show you maybe a picture or two. We'll see how that goes. But I'm just wearing, I'm heading off for the day to church, but I'm wearing a jacket, a nice blazer, with tight pants and boots because it's cold. It's been raining. We're in the fall season. I hope you can hear me. We're in the fall season, so it's just been raining, cold, a little bit gloomy. Sometimes the sun comes out, but it's been fall basically. But I guess we're going to be transitioning into winter sometime end of November into December. Sometimes it snows after Thanksgiving, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it, if the winter is late, it is delayed all through till Christmas. Sometimes we get a white Christmas. It starts snowing. But yes, it's a little bit windy and chilly, so I am dressed for the weather. I hope I haven't missed my way, guys. Just a second. Let me see, is this the right way? You have to be sure so you don't lose your way. I think this is the right way. So let me see if I can take this way. Yes, I think I should be good. Hopefully the road is not blocked. Of course it is. Okay. But anyhow, guys, as I was saying, so I'm dressed for the weather, and I hope you guys are also preparing for the weather. Maybe I'll have a chit chat series on prepping for all of that, or at least how I do it. But in the meantime, I missed you guys in my chit chat series. Hope you are all doing great. I want to talk about a story. And I need this should be interactive, so I need your opinion and what you would do if you were in my situation. So I think there is a fine line between honesty and loyalty. Did you hear that? There's a fine line between honesty and loyalty. Sometimes they go together. Sometimes they're just completely opposite. And I'm saying this because I know many of you must have, and many of you've been in that situation, or you found yourself where you have to choose between honesty and loyalty, right? I try to have both, but I'll tell you a story. Are you ready for this story? So a long time ago, right, when I was in Africa, of course, you call it JSS, junior secondary school. When I was in junior secondary school year two, so here it's like, I think it's the equivalent to junior high or so. I think round about junior high. So I was in junior high, let's put it that way, and we were there are three of us. We're very good friends. First of all, it was two of us. We were good friends. We would sit in front of the class. Like, our goal was to always be at the top of the class in terms of our grades, the things we did, like activities and things. That's what excited us, basically. So then we had a third friend come in, and this third friend was more like me. Yes, we had the same interests. We loved to dress really well, like with our uniforms, pristine, white socks with, lace and ruffles around it. We had clean handkerchiefs that we would attach to our uniform in case, we needed to wipe our hands. So it was just, in a way, we had some similar qualities. So, but I'll say she was not as, in terms of academics, she was smart, don't get me wrong, but not to the point like, myself and the other. So I'll say maybe friend number two. So friend number two, because we would, for example, maybe I'll get first, friend number two gets second, and she'll get third. Or I'll get second, friend number two get first, and she'll always get third. Friend number three, if you will. But we were, friends. We did things together. We would always study together. But friend number three, she had her usual group of friends before she joined us. So when she joined us and we began to get close, her group of friends didn't like it because, now she was always, doing activities or getting involved in activities we were getting involved in, which is mostly things that would, benefit the school, things that would benefit our juniors at the time, so basically things like that. So her group of friends didn't like it because they love to just hang out, do their nails, do something, a couple of things. So at that time, she was also torn between her group of friends and, of course, us, her new friends. But here's where, I bring up the honesty and loyalty part of this discussion. There was a time we had an exam. We had a major exam approaching, and I think I've reached my destination. I think I'll continue this story shortly. Let me see if I can get to church in good timing. So I'll see you guys shortly. Toodles. Every day is to our God. Every word of worship in one accord. Hi guys. Oh my, church was awesome. So we're done and back to our conversation. Okay, so wait, let me figure out where I'm actually going before, so I don't get lost. I hope I'm on the right track. I should be. But anyhow, like I was saying, where was I? Okay, so back to the conversation of loyalty versus honesty. And I'd love to also hear your experiences, or one experience or two, of where you've been caught in between loyalty versus honesty and which direction you chose and why. But in my case, let me make sure I'm turning in the right direction. Ooh, should have taken that way. I think I need to turn. Hope I'm taking the right way. Every day is to our God. Every word of worship in one accord. Okay, sorry guys. I just had to make sure I was on the right track before I miss my turn. Where I am, you don't want to miss your turn because it takes a while to get back and connect back to where you need to be. Okay, you feel me? Okay, so yeah, so back to our story. So yes, we were three friends, right? And a huge examination was coming up, and usually like while to the examination we would get together and prepare, right? You know, team up, prepare. You know, we found it interesting. However, our friend number 3, who I was, you know, beginning to develop a closer relationship with as friends, of course, she, during that period, she was, you know, spending more time with her usual group. You know, they'll go hang out, go do things, and, you know, which is not bad, but we had an exam coming up, and she would spend more time and then later come back, you know, to meet us and say, oh, where are we? What chapter are we on? Or what subject are we on? You know, so she was missing a lot of our study time, right? So anyway, the examination came along, and we were ready to take the exam. We all sat in front, and, you know, the exam began. I was in the middle, and my 2 other friends were on both ends. So we started, you know, answering the questions. You know, we could see familiar topics that we prepared for. So my friend on friend number 2, so the one on my, I'll say on my left, you know, she tapped me and told me to take a look at friend number 3, you know, who later joined us, right? So I looked over, and what I could see, because I was paying attention to what I was, you know, my own exam, but when I just glanced over, I could see her, you know, like pull something out of her pocket, right? And she was either looking at something or, you know, and writing stuff down. She was just looking to the side. So I didn't even want to look into details, so I faced my work, right? But apparently at the end of the exam, friend number 2, so we're 3, right? This, my second friend, not the third one that just joined us, she reported to our invigilator, so someone who monitors the exam or oversees the exam in the class, right? Our invigilator. She reported to the invigilator and told the invigilator that our other friend was cheating, that she was bringing out, you know, maybe like paper with answers or something, or at least topic formulas or something like that, topic-based formulas that she was copying from the paper and answering her questions. And we're supposed to be friends. So she reported to the invigilator. It was a big deal because I did not come out of the exam hall. Even though I had finished, I was still there with my paper, you know, taking my time. And then finally, like maybe 30 minutes or 15 minutes to the end of the exam, I, you know, turned in my paper. I turned in my paper and decided to, you know, come out. So there was this commotion outside. I could see both my friends, like with the invigilator, and then everyone else gathered. And the invigilator was so pissed. She was so upset. And she had our regular class teacher, involved. So our class teacher was so upset. She said, how dare anyone cheats in her class? That it looks bad on her, you know, not just on the person, but on her, because apparently she hasn't done her job. So everybody gathered. They were like, yeah, you know, they should be punished. Whoever's involved in cheating should be punished, you know. And when I was called out, I was like, what in the world is going on? Like, what's going on? And then they said, oh, your friend was caught cheating. I said, what? So our class teacher, not the invigilator or subject matter teacher, so our regular class teacher who does all the administrative work related to our classroom, she said, no, I know Sarah will tell the truth. Or, you know, she was referring to me, I know she'll tell the truth. So, you know, she called me, she said, okay, somebody's saying, like, one of your friends is saying the other friend cheated, and apparently there's this disagreement. They're saying it's not true, back and forth. So Sarah, what did you see? That you were sitting next to her, what did you see? And this person is supposed to be the person who they said was caught cheating, was supposed to be my friend, or at least we were just, developing a good friendship. And she herself, the person in question, she looked at me and she was like, Sarah, tell them I wasn't cheating. Tell them you did not see anything. The class teacher said, sorry, I had to hit my, someone was he wasn't seeing, and he was trying to like drive right into me. So I had to hit my horn. So he's alert. But anyway, he's alerted that he's a little bit maybe sleeping or whatever he's doing. But anyway, so she said, hey, tell them I did not cheat. Tell them you didn't see anything, right? I know this, I know these things. I know the topic in question, so tell them I'll never do something like that. So I looked at the teacher, I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't think she cheated. I don't know. They said whether it was cheating or not, did you see her bring something out of her pocket? And was she looking at something that wasn't her paper, her exam paper on her desk? Was she looking below, like fiddling with her pocket? And guys, I saw that. So, and this friend in question looked at me and said, Sarah, you didn't see anything, right? You didn't see anything. Tell them you did not see anything, that I'll never do that. I looked, I said, this is where loyalty versus honesty comes into play. I couldn't, first of all, we both know, right? You guys, I'm narrating the story to you, but we both know I saw her do something funny. Even though I didn't care to really pay attention to see, okay, is she copying something? But I saw her do something, but I didn't, I wasn't really focused on that. And I'm not being biased here, but that's the honest truth. But she's this friend in question, she's saying, I should tell them I didn't see anything, that she would never bring something out of her pocket. So I said, and the teacher said, sir, other people were there. Someone else is saying she did cheat, but you were sitting right next to her. So did you see anything? Or can you vouch that she'll never do something like that? So I said, oh my God, this is where in my head I was like, if I lie, I could be implicated if they find out that she actually did cheat. Like, they'll go through her work, her paper, her exams, and look at the kind of answers she put down, and maybe search her or something like that. And or I could tell the truth and she'll get in trouble. Or I could say, what, I saw her look, but I'm not sure. I could still get in trouble. Like, that would be an implication on me. Like, I would be implicated. So I said, I hesitated, and then I said, she was like looking down, but I don't know if she was like, I didn't see like I didn't see any paper, or I didn't see her copying something from a paper. But they said, was she bringing something out of her pocket? I told them I can't say. I wasn't really paying attention. I did see her look down, at different points she was fiddling or looking around. But who knows, maybe she was eating, because I know she did have food or water or something, or snacks that she was eating right before the exam. So I, 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 don't know, it could be food or something, or snacks. I don't know, it could be food or snacks. the girl looked at me and I said, tell them you did not see anything and I would not cheat. Tell them that. I said, you know, I thought you were eating, or I didn't see anything, you know. I mean, I wasn't paying attention. No, I didn't see anything. I said I wasn't paying attention. I was focused on my exam. That's how I put it, and that's the truth, right? But I did not say no, you know. So for that, our teacher said, you know what, because there are question marks around the whole issue, she's going to be punished because someone else has vouched and said she cheated, someone else. So that's enough to say, you know, oh my gosh, this girl, and she's from a very good family, very good, you know, good upbringing and all of that. So it was kind of like embarrassing to be punished in front of the whole junior high or JSS2, in front of everyone, like literally outside. She was knelt down, and you know, in Africa, if you've attended schools in Africa, you're whipped. Like, there's nothing like timeout, nothing like, oh, time out, go stay in detention and think about what you've done. No. Or write 10 lines of something. I'll never do this again. No. Or go, like literally you are whipped, spanked, like you are whipped. So that's what happened. She was knelt down. That alone was embarrassing because of, you know, the way we carried ourselves. Like, we were like, you know, I wouldn't say goody two shoes, but you know, we made sure we tried to do everything by rules and by the book. So to be kneeling down in front of everyone, oh my God, that alone, I felt so bad, as if, you know, I felt so sorry for her, you know. And she was whipped, literally whipped, and she cried, and oh my gosh, like that touched me. I felt, I was right there. I watched her as she was being whipped, and then she looked at the friend who ratted her out, one of our friends who ratted her out. She looked at her. I was like, really? And then she looked at me. She just, you know, with tears in her eyes, she just turned away. Oh my God. I looked at her. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, you know, actually, you did something. Like, I was trying to whisper. I was like, but I didn't tell them. You know, I told them I saw like you were looking down, but I said you could be eating or something. But you actually, she was like, you didn't vouch for me. You did not vouch for me. You didn't say I will never do that, with all confidence. You know, I looked at her. I said, you know, I was just more focused. I felt so bad, literally. So anyway, after that, she literally moved her seat away from where we sat. She went back to her old friends. You know, those friends were saying, see, you left us, you went to the smart folks, and see what they've done to you. You know, like, see who are your true friends now. You know, and she was like, yeah, like I never believed they would do that to me and all of that, you know. I even invited her for lunch, you know, during our lunch break. I said, let me talk to her. I wanted to talk to her. And she agreed to see, you know, we sat down together having some snacks. And I told her, I said, look, before the exam, we did warn you to come, like we did tell you, study. You know, study, that is going to be tough. Study. She refused. You know, she said, oh, it's, you know, take it easy. Life is not that complicated. You know, have fun with friends and, you know, go do what you need to do right before the exam. So I said, but, you know, I was caught in between a rock and a hard place. You know, and you wanted me to lie straight on. You know, but you know what I saw, and even though I didn't see anything like the paper exactly what was written on it, but you were fiddling. So at least cut me some slack. I did tell them, you know, I wasn't sure because I was really focused on my exams. She said, still, Sarah, still honesty, loyalty trumps all, no matter what. I looked at her, I said, really? Really? So she said, yes. If we were friends, which we thought we were friends, you would, even if she had done the worst, I would lie for her. I would lie for her and say no. So I said, well, so where do we go from here? You know, I value our friendship and what. She said, no, as long as, she looked at me and said, as long as I'm going to be friends with the other girl, you know, the other girl because that other girl too, she's very smart, very, very smart. And we had a very good close friend. She was my first friend when I got to junior high and when I moved to that school. So she said, as long as you're going to be friends with that other girl who ratted her out, that she cannot, you know, be in our, you know, group, or she will not be friends with us at all. Unless I'm going to sever ties with that other girl, then we'll be friends. I said, oh, is that how it is? Is that how you see life? I told her, is that how you see life? Is that how it is for you? She said, yes, that's how it is. I said, well, I wish you all the best. And that was how I walked away. But it was hurtful, you know, because we did have some good times, you know. We were like literally friends, you know, buddies, and we did, you know, things around the school. Like we you know, we were in so many groups, debate teams and different things. So she said, no, I can't be friends. That she will never forget the way she was embarrassed in front of the school. She will never forget that. So that was it. After that, I hope you guys find this interesting. But after that class, we were supposed to be moving to another class. But then my parents, you know, put me in a different school, in a private school. So I left that school. But years, like about a year later or 2 years later, when I was in high school, you know, in my other private school, on my way to school one morning, I saw her like literally, she walked past me. I don't know, I think she was still in that old school. She walked past me, and I looked at her like, oh, you know, long time no see, you know, right? Like, hi, remember me? She just like literally moved past me like she had never seen me before in her life. Like in her life, she just moved past me, and you know, but as she passed me by, she turned back and she looked at me, but she still kept, you know, going. So that was really hurtful. I said, well, you know, it is what it is. Some people see life, you know, differently from, you know, how you see it, and things happen. So I guess in that situation, I sort of chose honesty with a little bit of loyalty, you know, a little bit of loyalty, because if the roles were reversed, like, who knows, she might have said, oh, Sarah cheated, even though that's something I'll never do. But she may have said that, you know, or if it was someone else, they'll say, oh yes, I did see her, she was looking down, you know. But in essence, I still try to keep it honest and without being too detailed, you know. But I lost that friendship for good. I mean, even years later, I heard about her. Like, she finished high school and moved into the university. Of course, I schooled here, but I've never seen her again since then. So tell me, what do you guys think? Should I have handled things differently? Or should I have even been more detailed, if you will? And who knows, she could have been expelled or something. But tell me, how different, or could you have seen everything going in a different way? And have you ever been in that situation where you're caught between loyalty and honesty? So tell me in the comment box below. But that's I guess that's something I wanted to chit chat with you guys. I'm sure many people have had that experience where you had to choose between loyalty and honesty. But yes, enough of my rambling, and tell me, it's been a good chit chat series. You know, I said let me bring that up and give you a story of, you know, years ago. But yes, I will see you in my next chit chat series, and do please subscribe. I should have said that at the beginning of the video, but if you've gone to this point, you know it probably deserves a subscription. So yes, please do subscribe, hit that like button and the bell button, and you know the whole routine. But do subscribe. You know, one thing, your subscription lets me know that my time is worth it. Yeah, that it even encourages me to put out more content, right? And because I know that I'm putting it out for someone, you know, people are watching it. So please do subscribe. It takes nothing. You know, you're watching these videos for free. So please do subscribe, click that button, and also share. It's important to share, because when you share, you're giving my videos more exposure. So please do share. It will take nothing to just click a share button, share in your either WhatsApp group or Google groups or something. Just share, or share on Facebook as well. These videos are public, you know, knowledge or whatever. It's out in the public, so feel free to share. You're doing me a favor, as well as I'm putting out contents for you. Okay guys, I don't know if you like to know details of what I'm wearing, but you know, it's nothing too out of the ordinary. The jacket is New York and Company. The blazer is also New York and Company, and then the pants, I'm just wearing tight pants. Those are from Macy's. No, I can't even remember. It's been a while. These pants, you know, I've kept it because of changing weather, and of course I've lost a little weight, so I can fit in my pants. Yes, so of course now I've pulled out these pants, but I can't remember where they're from. I think it's Target. I think it's Target or something like that. But I'll find out the details. If you want to really know, let me know. I don't know if I'll take a picture of my full view so you can see. But anyway, enough of my rambling. I'll see you in my next chit chat series. Bye guys.